Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's InsideAgameR. Welcome back to JudgeSim episode number 2. I enjoyed the first episode. I wanted to do a little bit more, see where else we can go with this game. And again, as always, if you guys enjoyed this, let me know in those comments down below. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you are new here to the channel as well. Okay, so let's go to bed. We're going to end the day. Bill passed. Criminals who are not mentally ill will be sent for treatment instead of punishment. Oh, what? Are not mentally... Oh my god, something's bad here. Okay. Let's have a read of the case then. Surname Roast, 25, male. We got his fingerprint, no criminal record. I am so confused about the new thing. So if he is guilty, we got to send him to hospital. Is that what it is? Okay, so he did willful damage to public property. The incident was discovered by citizens using the benches along the Trent Hour municipality. The investigation was launched following a complaint. The CCTV footage was examined in detail and the person involved was identified as Howard's Roast. As a solution, a new bench was placed in front of the Trent Hour Town Hall and they started to wait. Sat down on the bench at noon and took a sharp object out of his pocket. He was detained by the police officers at the same time. First of all, I didn't know it was a crime to do this. The reason I did it is that I initially picked up a bad habit and it turned into an addiction. I can't control it anymore, but as I said, I didn't know it was a crime to do it. Right. Let's see if we can gather the evidence up here. Nope, that's definitely not going to be the way then. So I'm assuming... Ah, we did it without even thinking about it. Okay, bench damaged by the defendant. Sharp objects were found on him while he's carrying knives and stuff. Like, he shouldn't be doing that anyways. Okay, rules. Matter 1, the criminal must be in the sum of sentences for crimes charges. Criminals with a criminal record should be given aggravated punishment. All criminals with negative mental health tests must be sent to treatment without penalty. So is his mental health test... No, it's positive. Okay, so it's not negative. Okay, so he's guilty then. Why did I not see this the last episode? What an idiot. Okay, so what would he be under? Crimes against the state, maybe? Corruption? Terrorism? I don't think it's quite that extreme. Willful damage to public property, sentence 12 months public service. What gives the aggravated? Did he have a criminal record? No. Okay, so he's going to get 12 months community service for this, but we'll talk to him anyways. Let's assume you didn't know what you did was a crime. Did you also know that the citizens who use those benches and seats? Of course I do, Your Honor, but I wasn't thinking about that part when I did it. Do you regret it? Do you have any remorse? I absolutely regret it, and I promise to do my best for peace from now on. Come here, Mr. Roast. Let's roast you. Sanity impaired. Okay, so you are guilty, and you're going to get 12 months public service. I'm assuming if this does get double 12, we failed, as in we're dead. Support to decision, right thing. Justice has been served. The country needs such honest judges. Okay, cleared our conscience. Absolutely. Okay, so I did something good, right? I don't want to go to the casino just yet. I want to get a bit more money in the bag. If we're going to spend the money, let's spend it all, right? Okay, week 3, case 3. Oh, okay, so I forgot we're getting all kinds of random cases now. Let's have a look. A music protection company claims that the wall, a music protection company, is using the structure of a track that belongs to them, violating their copyright. Okay. There is one digital evidence for this case. They've released a new track in recent weeks. 3 days after the track was released, the music company The Wall released a track of its own. In response, the music company Trent argued that the copyrights have been infringed and it should pay $10 million in damages, citing the track's infrastructure and evidence. The lawyer for Trent's music production company, we spent a lot of time working on the track and we were very happy that we finally finished it, but a few days later we realized that the track released by the music company The Wall used the exact same infrastructure that we used. Our problem here is that is not that they did this, but they did it without permission. We decided to file a lawsuit for compensation. Well, I don't really know how that's going to work. The track was created with a completely original infrastructure and the long efforts of our sound engineers. This kind of accusation is unacceptable. We don't think there is a copyright infringement just because the infrastructure is similar. We're sure that in the tracks that we released before them, they also have tracks that are similar to our infrastructure. We do not want to be victimized by this situation. I don't know, is it? Kinda got the do. I think we're alright here. Oh, literally, I've just got to make a decision. Oh, bloody hell. I don't think he needed to pay any compensation there. Ooh, as a result of the decision made in the cases, we decided to raise his salary. This week we will earn 800. Nice. Okay. Bills to pay. Let's withdraw the money. Ah, now my son's gonna want money. Son says his clothes are getting old. He wants 300 for the new clothes. Oh. Oh, well. Looks like I'm going to be giving him new clothes. What have I got? 190s. So you know what? We'll end the day. After this case, we will go to the casino. Okay, so we've got another weird one. Everyone looks extremely happy here. Okay, Joe Miller sues Cincinnati for damages for suicide of his daughter. Oh my god, this is going to be a horrible case. Major depression. John Miller alleged that his 15-year-old daughter, Ellie J. Miller, would play the game Last of Me 2, owned by Sony. Obviously, it's supposed to be Sony, isn't it? And that sometime after playing the game, she suffered from depression and subsequently committed suicide. His daughter's suicide seeks damages for the amount of $10 million for the pain and suffering he has suffered. In addition, the plaintiff Joel Miller requests that the game be removed from sale. One of the company's lawyers is representing Sony in this case. After playing the game, my daughter shut herself in her room. She never spoke to us. She hardly ate or slept. She was exhibiting behaviours that would be never normal to do. We took her to hospital and she was diagnosed with major depression. About 2 weeks later, her mother came home from work and found her unconscious on her bed. Having a box of antidepressants when we took her to the hospital, it was already too late. Okay, our company never accepts such smear campaigns before the release of our game. He stated the legal age is 18. Here we see that Miss Miller's daughter Ellie does not meet the age limit. In this case, the fault lies entirely with the family. Well, I think it does, doesn't it? I think that's why they have these restrictions and stuff in place. As horrible as this story is, I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of them out there that are very real. Okay, Miss Miller, your daughter does not meet the legal age for the game. Do you think you're at fault for this matter? Your Honor, my daughter borrowed the first game of the series from her friends and played it. When the second game came out, she practically begged me to buy it. Well, still, as a father, I couldn't break my daughter's heart. The game must be removed so the others don't have to go through what I went through. Okay, so what's the defense on the matter? Your Honor, the game has sold a lot of copies around the world and we've never had an incident like this before. The reason why this happened is because the family acted unconsciously. Moreover, there is no evidence that it was our game that caused the daughter's illness. We think they are using it to cover up the family problems. Holy cow. Okay, do I have any evidence of any sorts? I'm going to buy a cat toy. I'm assuming that's going to be in my house the next day then. I don't want to rule. I couldn't be a judge. I don't want to rule on this case, but I've got to say that the rejection famous compensation came in the game remaining on sale. I mean, you can't really remove it if it's age appropriated. Oh my god. I just wish I knew what was going on here a little bit more. Well, my mental health is good. Let's go to the old casino. Ah, yeah, a bit of Wheel of Fortune, maybe. I don't know. I don't... Ah, okay. I didn't realize I had to stop it. Yeah, I feel like this is very hard to win at. Bit of blackjack though. 7 or 17. 9 or 19. Yeah, $100. Alright. Part of gambling that people don't understand is to walk away while you're up. I don't see that I've earned any more money there, but the cat toy's here. Big operation to cartel. Members of the Consilia cartel were caught smuggling drugs across the border. Right. Oh, this doesn't look fun already, does it? Okay, let's read the case file then. So Jeremy Adler, he's positive on his... He's got a criminal record, he's positive. Drug trafficking, taking part in organised criminal activities. The pickup truck in which Jeremy Adler and Mike Byrne were travelling was stopped during a police stop. As a result, the searches, a large number of drugs and weapons were seized from the vehicle used by both of them. As a result, the identity check investigation, it was understood that Jeremy and Mike were members of the Chilia cartel. So, you're both in a bit of trouble here. I don't deny that we were transporting drugs. It was our duty to get them across the border, but in the course of the duty, the mafia is collaborating with our cartel, apparently sold us out. If we are going to jail, we will reveal their identities one by one. Ooh. It was at least 5 times bigger than our previous deliveries. The risk was great and the return, but the mafia executives who had made the deal with our cartel told us that they would eliminate the risk, that they were cooperating with the police and their shipment should be successful. All they wanted was the necessary share of these shipments, but now I realise that they were working behind our backs. Yeah, you got screwed, didn't you? Okay, you two are going there. You are going down here. Then you're going up. Up. And straight across. Okay, what was the seized in the operation? 8 kilos of whatever this is. 9 liters of gamma hydroxylate. GHB. Oh god. 2 submachine guns. I mean, that's quite a lot of drugs. We do have a letter here. We're offering you 500 to release Jeremy Adler and Mike Byrne. This money will make your job easier and will ensure us to not be affected by the decision you make. Okay, so I could get screwed here. What's the law on the drug? Human arms. Arms. Okay, so look, we've got arms and they're aggravated. 16 years, 16 years. I mean, there's a lot of stuff here we could do them for. Technically, drug trafficking, 24 years is what they're looking at, right? Because the law book states, criminals with a criminal record should be aggravated punishment for their crime. Alright, let's talk to them then. If you cooperate to reveal the cartel members, I will do my best to get you the minimum sentence. Will you cooperate? No, I don't think so. You say the mafia double-crossed you, but you have no proof of their involvement. Nope, I don't have any evidence to offer at the moment, but soon our cartel will sort it out. If you expose the names of the mafia members who you think double-crossed you in the court right after you, you can be sure that I will punish them too. We're going to help each other with this. We don't trust your judgment to help. We don't need anyone. Our cartel will sort this out. I'm gonna throw the book at them. Screw them. So as far as I'm concerned, they're aggravated. I mean, drug trafficking is 24 years on its own, not including arms and smuggling. I mean, there's lots going on. So 750,000 and 24 years, as far as I'm concerned. I could be getting killed though for this. The cartel are gonna wipe me out. I'm a bit worried now, to be honest with you. Okay, I got 25% chance of being assassinated. Awesome. Not quite what I needed. Alright. Sophia Bonza, female. Positive health test. She's got no criminal record. Okay, fraud. Recently, Denise wanted to have sexual intercourse with Sophia Bonza, whom he thought was a prostitute in exchange for money. In the telephone conversation, Sophia requested a certain amount of money and asked Dennis to deposit into his account. Right. Dennis did not receive any return after depositing the money. Afterwards, he reported the situation to the police and filed a complaint against Sophia. Soon after, Sophia was arrested and detained at his residence address. I broke up with my girlfriend about 2.5 years ago, and during that time I had no sexual intercourse with anyone. This affected my psychologically, and I thought that for my mental health I could have a relationship with a prostitute I found on an app on the internet. I called the number provider, I was sent her bank account, I deposited the $200 mentioned on the phone, and the bank account she sent me and sent her. She sent me and sent her the receipt. Okay. Then I realized that they had blocked my phone number. I tried to reach them for quite a while, but I couldn't. The amount I paid is not very important, but I can't bear that these people are fooling others. That's why I decided to start comments on the action. First of all, I'm not a prostitute. I never have been. My phone rang recently. A stranger asked me how much my fee was. At first, I didn't understand, but I was thinking I was being made of him. I told him that my hour cost was $200. He asked how I could make the payment. I sent him my bank account, and then I realized I had $200 in my account. When I realized I was serious misunderstanding, I blocked the number. Inexplicably, I realized that my phone number was circulating on the internet and sexually split sites. I recently changed my number. Ah, she's full of crap, isn't she? Right, let's see if this is... Oh, no. Why does it have to be this game? It's the worst game. Of course, it's the last one I try. I did that one, didn't I? Last one I tried again. Perfect. Oh, I did that one. Done the same one twice now. Wow, that was lucky. 200 from Denise to... From Denise. Dennis, what's wrong with me? I don't know why I can't read. The receipt for the money sent by Dennis. Telephone call dialogue between Dennis. Hello. Hi. What is your fee? 200 per hour, 500 per night. Which one do you want? An hour, please. How do I make the payment? I'll send you a bank account and I can deposit the fee there. Okay, I'll get back to you after the deposit. See you. Ah, yeah, look, she was full of crap. Right, so what does... well, sexual harassment doesn't quite fall under that category, does it? I suppose it's fraud I'm looking for. Money laundering, bid, match fixing, tax evasion. Human trafficking, drug trafficking. No, that's not what I'm looking for here either. Violation, restrictions. No, it's not that one. Aiding and abetting. Insult, threat, theft. Extortion. Fraud. 4 years in jail for fraud. She has no criminal record, so it'd be 4 years. Okay. Let's talk to her. Why didn't you tell the person you called the phone that you're not a prostitute? Like I said at the beginning, I thought he was making fun of me. You realise it's serious? Why didn't you send the money back? I tried to send it through the account number on the receipt, and I sent, and it didn't work. I thought I would send it somehow later and forgot about it. I'm sorry, Sophia. You are guilty. You're going to jail for 4 years. As a result of decisions made in the cases, we've raised your salary. Ah, man. I'm going to be Prime Minister before you know it. Donald Trump, eat your heart out. Right, we'll withdraw the money. Bloody hell, nobody wants money off me. Okay, so what do we have here then? Ahmed. Okay, no criminal record. Mental health is okay. Human trafficking. Late last night, while the police were inspecting the border of the city of Kairos, the person named Ahmed did not comply with the stop warning and tried to bypass. Police officer pursued him in the vehicle, and he fled from the stop. Okay, as a result of a long chase, the person who entered the gas station got out of the vehicle, tried to escape on foot. We caught and detained. Well, I mean, you're guilty, aren't you? I'm aware that it's dangerous and forbidden for me to do this work, but I was unemployed and penniless for a very long time, so I had to do it. The work for the process was very difficult for me, and I was very nervous, and when I saw the police officers, I panicked. I tried to run away, but all to show my family that I could earn some money, and I'm aware of the guilt. I accept it, and I'm very sorry. I mean, anything going in his corner here is that there is no criminal record. Okay, there is digital evidence. It was definitely him driving the van, so yeah, he can't get away with that one then. Did your family know about your actions and job due to financial constraints and embarrassment? No, Your Honor, I haven't been doing this for very long. I needed the money urgently. I wanted to do this because it was a fast money business. Why didn't you want to or couldn't get a regular job? I tried, but the conditions of jobs I worked were very difficult. An employer usually did not hire me because I was inexperienced, so I felt I had to prove myself to my family. Who offered you the job? After hearing from a friend about the opportunity for quick earnings, I independently researched and began transporting migrants by car. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about this one. $8 years, because he's not aggravated, is he? No. I feel for him, but either way you did it. I'll be kind, I'll give you... No, I'm gonna have to give you 8 years. Dark of the night, your sleep is interrupted by the sound of knocking on the door. Oh god. Here we go, I'm gonna get shot now by the cartel. What do I do? Well, maybe he was gonna give me a load of money or something. It could have been this guy. Damage lawsuit filed by Brooklyn Troyes against the multinational company that develops and sells loophole customers electronics. Okay, burnt battery, brand, phone that belongs to the plaintiff. Recently, a person named Brooklyn purchased a mobile phone from the dealer. He claimed that during the period of use, his phone was not charged and with the adapter other than its own charger. While using the phone while it was charging, the battery inside exploded and caused physical damage around the right hand and face of Brooklyn. He reported the situation. Authorized service did not receive the response he expected and filed a lawsuit for compensation of $500,000. Exactly 2 months ago, 13 days ago, I went to the local dealer near my house to buy a phone. I bought a Model Lite and I started using the phone. During this time, while using the phone, I never charged it with anything other than the charger that came in the box. While I was charging the phone, its battery suddenly exploded, and in addition to the damage on my hand, parts of the phone also hit my face. Afterwards, I called the local authorized service and explained the situation, expected at least an apology, but now it's not what I expected. They told me that this was a user error and hung up the phone. Oh, I'm going to do them. Definitely do not hold ourselves responsible for the incident. Our products have been subject to dozens of tests and our engineers have reported that it is not possible to give such a reaction when charged with the current adapter. We believe the incident occurred as a result of a transaction that the customer did not report and the action designed to tarnish our brand. Phone conversation between Brooklyn Troyes and customer service. Can I ask your name? Brooklyn, the phone I bought from you 2.5 months exploded in my hand. Can you explain how this happened? I'm sorry, did you see the battery explode? Yes. It's not possible, Miss Brooklyn. I think it's your fault. You cannot be from us. Is there anything else I can help you with? What do you mean it's not possible? Fortunately, I can't help you. Have a nice day. Well, how's that evidence? I stated that you're responsible for the incident. What do you think? I cannot agree with this. I explained to them in detail how the incident happened, went through. They did not even take my explanation into consideration. No, Your Honor, we are a reputable company with the high customer satisfaction. We just didn't think his statements were true because we put our products through dozens of tests. We stated that such an incident could only be due to customer error. What does he want? 500,000. I'll give him more if he wants. Let's give him 500 grand. Okay, so these don't obviously go down. Okay, Brad Cold. Criminal record, yes, yes. Okay, assassination. Victims named Jeremy Adler, Mike Byrne were found dead in their prison rooms. Determined that the security cameras on the floor where the incident took place were not working. Of course, the person named Brad Cold, who stayed in the room with the victims, was brought to the police station for his statement. I spent 2 days with them. I didn't have any problems or fights like me. They spoke very little. They would want to kill them. If I was able to do this, I wouldn't be in a cell where there is a room, making me a suspect. I paid and I'm paying the penalty for my crimes. I am not guilty in this incident. The reason I'm here is theft. I've never killed anyone in my life. The night they died, I slept before them. Even though I heard a few voices during the night, I thought they were delirious as usual. Alright, well, we're going to have to see what this brings to us really then, won't we? Two roses found on bodies. Oh, for God's sake. I don't think I can find him guilty. Hey, we got a new raise. Your daughter was a smartphone and a birthday gift. The price is $700. Do you accept? Damn, she's one lucky girl, isn't she? Right, one more case. Okay, Sally John Morgan sued his tenant Daisy for the evictor for not paying the rent on time. Legal action been taken against for being 3 months late with her rent. The host says that the tenant is in breach of the tenancy agreement. The host demands the tenant vacate the property and pay the debts they owed. My tenant has not paid me for a single penny for 3 months, even though I warn him many times. He keeps stalling, and as if there wasn't enough, constantly bring their friends to the house and make noise and disturb the neighbours. I brought my neighbour who lives downstairs as a witness so that he can believe me on this matter. Whatever Mr. Morgan says is true. Well, it is true that I have not been able to pay the landlord for a while, but I had to quit my job and I can't afford to pay right now. I told him that there's not an arbitrary situation that I would pay him when I received my unemployment benefit. However, he is trying to get me kicked out of the house somehow. It's a complete lie. They made too much noise with my friends. Since my downstairs neighbour is a tenant of Mr. Morgan, he obeys his order. Well, it could at least tell me what that agreement was. Mr. Morgan, is it true that Charles Goodman, your downstairs neighbour for whom called it as a witness, is your tenant? Is it true that your upstairs neighbour and friend make so much noise that they disturb you? Sound. Noise. Oh yes, I remember. Normandy coasts. The voices are echoing in my ears. The smell of gunpowder, the sound of bullet casings. Yeah, I think he's going way off camera here. Whatever Miss Morgan says is true. Miss Taylor, is it... You said in your statement that your landlord tried to get you evicted. Why do you think that is? He's trying to evict me to raise the rent, but he can't do this because we have a contract. Normally I would never miss my rent, but I'm getting fired thing. It was unfortunate for me and it's played into his hands. I mean, the agreement doesn't really tell me very much. To vacate the house and pay the remaining debt with interest. Yeah, I'm going to help her out. It could have been a good or a bad thing, I don't know. Probably a bad thing. Alright guys, so look, I'm going to leave that there for this one. If you still want more, let me know. If not, we can always leave it there, but I'm quite enjoying this. I find these cases quite interesting. Subscribe if you're new, hit the like bell, and other than that, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye for now.